Hey, it's Guldi with the Guldi Group at Keller Williams Realty, and today's question comes from, I'm going to imagine a lot of sellers in the MLS right now. I know we've had this conversation with sellers when we've gone out on listing appointments, and from looking at what's going on in the MLS, there's two different markets going on, which means that there's a lot of people at this question. The question is this: we're right here at the peak of the market. I would argue a little bit past it now. But sellers are saying, why can't I just put my house on the market at X price and see what happens? Well, short answer is you can. You can absolutely do that. Put your house out there at what it maybe would have gotten 6 months ago, or what you would have hoped it would have gotten 6 months ago, and let's see what happens. Well, I can tell you from experience with the seller we have right now, exactly what happens is that house is going to sit, and we're going to see the days on market build, and then maybe the seller is going to decide that, hey, I really do want to move. And what they'll wind up doing is they'll do a price reduction, but it won't be enough. They'll be chasing the market down. And I can tell you in the last downturn, I had an appointment with a seller who had chased the market down for 7 years. When he first put his house on the market, let's say for round numbers, it was $1 million. And he maybe should have listed it at $950. So by the time the market came down to where he could have maybe sold it for $900, he decided to come down to $950. And I watched the history in the MLS as I was getting ready to go meet with the gentleman, and saw that for 7 years, through the course of 4 different listings, he had chased the market down and saw $500,000 in equity disappear. And in this scenario, it really was $500,000. Now, what we were looking at with this particular seller is there were some sold comps to suggest a price of just over $400. There were some actives on the market that were well over $400, and we could see that the houses that had just sold were just a little bit below $400. The conversation was around, hey, why don't we put this out here at the upper fours? And around the time we listed, there were some people who did do that, and we've watched those houses sit there and follow down exactly what I was just talking about as those sellers prepare to chase the market down. Our seller, he sold quickly with multiple offers to choose from so we could get the one that was most likely to close, and is very happy. So you can absolutely throw it out there and see what happens. Maybe if you've got a really unique property, and I have seen this where it was hard to find a 5-bedroom home in a particular neighborhood, and when one came up with the seller clearly just throwing it out there, seeing what would happen, they got that. They got the higher price where they decided to just throw it out there and see what happened. And we advised them to do that in that particular scenario. So if you're thinking about selling and even wondering, hey, is this a price I could throw it out there and see what happens? Give us a call. We'll be more than happy to look at it. We'll analyze it, and we'll be realistic with you. We'll tell you exactly what it is that property is going to sell for, and how long it's going to take, and what the marketing process is going to look like. And you'll have a clear idea of, can I just throw it out there and see what happens? Hey, so again, this is Guldi with the Guldi Group at Keller Williams. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got a question, send it to me. We'll send you a $25 gift card, and look forward to talking to you about your real estate needs soon.